I'm back, guys. Sorry for the wait. I just had a sandwich and got me a coffee. Real food might be a little later. Had to sort something out. Okay, don't worry, guys. We have 3 hours the moment we click the start campaign. 3 hours the moment we start the campaign. So this is Barrow Legion. We finished the Vampire Coast. For the first time, we're gonna play the Barrow Legion, one of the new vampire counts. They're actually just classified as the undead here. What? What are these guys classified as? Vampire Coast? Yeah, they're now the group of the undead, not even vampire counts. Yeah. What about Tomb Kings? Tomb Kings? So, this is the new undead faction, the Barrow Legion. And they have Heinrich Hammer as their legendary lord, starting lord. We hoped for this, I hoped for this, and it came true. Came true. So what's special about this faction Barrow Legion? It says initial challenge is normal. Faction effects, suitable climate mountain. Diplomatic relations plus 30 with worshippers of chaos. I'm guessing Warriors of Chaos, Beastmen and Norska. Minus 50% upkeep for the Necromancer heroes. So the Necromancer is gonna be cheaper. The Lord effects unique to the Kemmler, Heinrich Kemmler are the all units in Heinrich Kemmler's army are immune to non-vampire count territory attrition. Interesting. So you can actually travel around, you don't even have to stay here. Hero recruit rank +2 for necromancers in the local province, not faction wide. We talked about this faction wide, local province, anything specified. They really need to make just one standard faction wide and not several Ds, because this causes bugs in the game where it applies somewhere and doesn't apply elsewhere. In battle, Heinrich Hammer can summon Krell, a powerful hero, the Lord of Undead. He starts with a unit of Direwolves, Ken Wraiths, and Hex Wraiths. The spooky flavor. We played Kemmler in the past, always, after a certain point we started playing him with the flavor army of ethereal units. We'll see what we're gonna be doing this time. Anyways, just legendary, not very hard. We do sometimes special challenge campaigns, but those are in between. This is just the first attempt at the Barrow Legion, first try. We have not played them before. Let's go. If you guys missed the ending to the campaign, it's gonna be a VOD playlist on YouTube. Previous command to see how it ended. We also have the next poll, which one of the three you're gonna play next.
Mighty Lich Master, your need for power burns deep. Raise your children and send them to Artois, where they can create more orphans of death. The dwarfs of Karak Ziflin reside here. They are strong and stubborn. Leave them to drool over their gold. But be ready, for they will despise you as their neighbor. Beyond the mountains, the pastures of Bretonnia meet with the forest of Athelloren. The wood elves are friends of none and sit idle, protecting their mighty tree. The dukedoms of Bretonnia lie fractured and weak. Feed from them, my lord, and swell your legions. But be mindful of the Red Duke of Mosilon, for he hungers also, and watches your every move. You are the Lich Master. Strike at the heart of your hated Bretonnia, and bring death to all those that stand before
The
you.
hell? What the hell is he doing here? Am I supposed to start in Blackstone Post? So the new thing, there's been a vampire update and they have these bloodlines now. Bloodlines are used by vampire count faction to summon their most powerful lords to battle, each with a unique set of attributes specific to their bloodline. Summoned via the Bloodkiss resource, additional bloodline lords will grant further faction-wide benefits. Faction-wide benefits. I like the Son of Death.
Conquests, mighty lord. Your realm grows, and more distant lands now fall under your gaze. The Empire and other kingdoms of men lie to the north and west. There you may feast, for the living are plentiful.
So, the Mountains of Madness. For many years, Heinrich wandered the Grey Mountains as little better than a half-sane beggar. But that was long ago. Since then, the Lich Master has grown in infamy. Still, these mountains hold a special place in the what? Hold a special place in the peace. And English is not my first language, but there's definitely something off here. Special place in his black heart, for it was here that he uncovered Krell and struck a dark bargain. Bargain with Krell. As such, surely he has the right to claim these highlands as his property. So 4, the usual, 2000 dark magic. The dark magic is the name of the resource. Let's check the victory conditions here. Short campaign victory, main control of 12 provinces. Bretonnia, Carcass and Bordeaux have to be destroyed. 8 victory settlements. On the list are Coron, Aldorf, Kesdrenhof, the Oak of Ages, Merigliano, Scamblight, Kislev, Helpit, Garzakara, Karakate Peaks, Blackrock, Lamia, Hammery, Sartosa, Galleon's Graveyard, The Awakening, Wizard Caliph's Palace, and the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Kinda sad that Wizard Caliph's Palace don't have 10 slots, right? And it's, mentioned several places. Maintain 80 units in total. We need to construct 3 Necromancer's Towers. Ensure that the 2 of the following buildings have been constructed. A Pacified Oak of Ages, Von Carson Court Hall, Aldor College of Forbidden Magic, Occupied Coron, Dark Castle, or the Vault of Nagash. And maintain 3 Necromancers. The long campaign victory is 25 provinces, and on top of the Bretonians, you have to destroy the Empire, the followers of Nagash, Vampire Kants, Von Karstein, Wood Elves, Arglon, and Clan Skryre. And you have to control 16 victory settlements. Any 16, at least they lowered it by 1, huh? How many is on the list here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 18. So you need 16 out of 18. 116 units in total. 5 Necromancer's Towers. Only 5? Huh? 5 is actually really only. You need all 5 of these. And rank 20 with 3 Necromancers. Yeah. What are the objectives here? Maintain at least 50% of the following corruption in specified provinces: Vampiric Corruption, Forest of Arden. Get 1000. The province of Arden is within the Lich Master's sights. Although it's a target not quite ripe for the peaking, send for Ball of the Dead, and Bretonnia will quickly lose its luster. Be at war with 3 factions. Heinrich is surrounded by cursed mortals that will gang up and ally against all he creates. So he must strike first. Go to war, then use their own dead against them. War are 3 factions and you need 4 settlements. So when you get the 4th one, you have to at that time be at war with 3 other factions. Research 2 technologies, that seems realistic. As one of the foremost practitioners of the dark arts, there is much that Cameron already knows about the realm of necromancy. However, Nagash's art is vast and there is always more lore to be learned. I recruit 1 hero. I raise them up. Once dead, as enemy is ripe for recruitment into the Lich Master's horde, find a suitable specimen and together with Camber, the dead will rise. They did make the White Kings rank 2. And reach rank 5 with fallen character, Heine Camber. Heine Camber is one of the greatest necromancers who have wandered the world, but his power has declined of late. He must rebuild his strength and assert his dominance over the world, and quickly. Yeah.
Find me grave-bound.
So, our capital is the Blackstone Post. This place is the new capital of the Northern Grey Mountains. Used to be Karak-Ziflin.
For the wisdom of the land.
They all start with 8 units plus 5 in the garrison. And they already have the barracks there. Oh, there is something special here. 8 slot city, usual vampire stuff. Castle Dragonfell's Catacombs. Arch Necromancer constant Dragonfell's once an Arch Necromancer constant Dragonfell's once imprisoned his victims within this crypt so they could be tortured at his leisure. 400 income generated, unlocks Necromancer, Public Order plus 3, Research Rate plus 6%, Hero Occupies for Necromancer plus 1, Hero Recruit Rate plus 1 for Necromancer provinces, Vampire Corruption plus 4. Provides a garrison of 2 Cairn Raids and unlocks the recruitment of Skeleton Spin and Fell Bats. Wow, that's a really solid tier 2 landmark. A new landmark for the vampire counts, guys. I love it. Wow. Make definitely feel make feel the faction special. The library is on tier 4. Constant Dragonfells lived for over 10,000 years. What the hell? Constructing a vast library of ancient tomes and dread grimoires. Lived over 10,000 years? 2,500 years in these parts they lived barbarians. They were not even an empire here. And this guy had a library. I mean, I guess he's older than Nagash then. $10,000 years. That's older than a Hekara, right? Who is this Constant Dragonfels? He must be some kind of, might be an old one. The first Necromancer was Nagash. Wasn't the first Necromancer Nagash? He's the Arch Necromancer. These Dragonfells might be Pre-Nagash, big bad evil guy. It's like the old Warhammer lore. This guy was before the Empire got organized, the humans got organized, the men, and before the Hekara as well. Hold on, guys. One second. Sorry for interrupting. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Food has arrived, but I'm not gonna eat yet. Later. So, this constant Drakenfels, huh? Interesting. I read the books, The Legend of Sigmar. It's 3 books. And it's like 2,500 years before this happened. I think the Krail is like maybe like 4,000 to 5,000 years old. Dwarves knew him back then. So there's been the Norse for at least over 5,000 years. But the men were not organized for a while, and they came from the east, I think. So this guy is some kind of demigod, type of like a chaos guy. Or maybe this is just over exaggerating. 10,000 years. I've never heard about this guy, but sounds familiar. Sounds familiar from somewhere. Maybe he's some kind of demon. Okay, tier 4 Mortis Ancient, nice, nice. So what does this do? So we can have the unique library and Vampire Lair and Necromancy on the top. This is a really strong capital then for the vampires. We do get double the income at tier 4. Extra public order +8. Low recruit rank +2 faction wide. Research rate 12%. More capacity for Necromancy 3. More recruit for Necromancy. This is a really nice landmark. Very happy about this edition. I love when they add new landmarks. Okay. Last time we played the Vampire Counts, the Undead, we had a long victory. We started with we played with the Vampire Counts. I mean, guys, look at this. They have now actually changed the name of the faction group. They're now Undead, or were they Undead before? Because we can now, it's now simple. Now we can call them Undead. We played the Vampire Counts last time. They actually simplify these things now. It's actually no longer, you know, confusing. Because these guys are Undead. They're now called Undead because the Battle Legion edition. And the Vampire Counts now are part of the Undead. Because this group of 5 factions, of 5 lords is Undead. So White King is now tier 2. I think it used to be tier 4 and they moved it to tier 3. And now they move to tier 2. That's actually great change. I love it. It's the second time they changed this. Second time they changed this. Lowest recruitment of Vargulf and Vargulf. Oh. Where's the recruitment of the vampires? What the hell? What about my grills? It's cold in the mountains. Where the vampire? There must be a typo here. I swear. If we just have one day without discovering a new bug, just one day, please Sigmar, deliver us this one day on this earth without a new bug. Legend of Sigmar is the big thing. The 3 books are what are they called? Heldenhammer, Empire, and the God King. These are the names of the books. Starts with the Heldenhammer, how he got the Galmaraz, then the foundation of the Empire, and then you know, the God King when he defeated Nagash. 3 books. One of these books is actually on the third one is on an audio. It's an audio book. It's a really good listen if you wanna hear more about this. If you don't want to read the 3 books, it's over 1,000 pages. What the hell? Okay. Wasn't this? I guess I'm just missing something here. Or maybe they just changed it. +3 from the forest building chain. Yeah, I'm looking for the garrison. I said the wrong thing. You're right there. You're right. I'm just checking if they changed something. Yeah. What the hell? So they added the necromancers in the leech yard as well, and more necromancers. They finally done something for this building, man. This building was crap, overpriced crap, and now we get a necromancer here as well. Calling, yeah. This is nice. I like this. The tier 2 and tier 3 were crap. The tier 2 and tier 3 were crap, and this actually makes sense to have a necromancer here. And you get a necromancer here if you don't want to build this. So this is a reason to keep the the game give you a reason to keep this. This is really solid because the necromancers need to be experienced. This is a great change. Love this. Wow, I love this. Give you a reason to build this building. This building used to be very crappy. Just overpriced growth and extra local recruitment. Now, really good. Love it. So if you build plenty of these in your empire, you can actually recruit immortal necromancers. Which is nice because the necromancers are very fragile, take forever to level up. Great stuff. We need more stuff like this. A building we actually can stack up in your empire and you can recruit other heroes rank 20. This is a good start towards this system. This is very nice. Love this change. They're finally seeing the light. It's like it's a shame. It should be the same thing for these buildings. So Binding Circle should give +1 faction wide, and so you can, if you build 20 of these, you get rank 20 White King. Later in the game, 20 of these rank 20 White King is nothing powerful. White King needs gear to be powerful. So recruiting a rank 21 immediately. Later game, Red definitely needs something like this. Yeah. Wants to escape mortality. Suitable are temperate, wasteland, mountain, and the desert. Unpleasant are frozen, savanna, jungle, and temperate island. Uninhabitable ocean, chaotic wasteland, and the magical forest. Let's see this thing here. Ooh, this is the first time we start with 0. Wasn't that the first time you start with a 0. I've seen a little of this. But I didn't really see all of it. So it's gonna be the first time I see all of it. It looks like the exhaustion is bugged. Awaken ancient and powerful vampire bloodlines and consume blood kisses which are acquired by killing faction leaders in battle, by assassination or by vessel infection. Where did I see it? I think the other undead faction started with a blood kiss, so it's gonna take longer to get this one. I've not read this, so it's gonna be the first time to read this. Cunning receptive, no other vampires have infiltrated human society in the same way as the Lockman's share with Sisterhood. Sisterhood, so they just make more grills. Cunning and receptive, no other vampires have infiltrated, actually it says here as well. 50% cheaper for all heroes on the First Lord. Vigor loss reduction, medium all armies. And 150% line of sight subsequent turn all characters. So basically, it's the hero game, campaign map, and the hero domination. All these lords have some kind of unique skills from these bloodlines. Handsome, arrogant, and charismatic Devon Carstens are the true masters of men and beasts. 20% more replenishment for all armies. Makes you wonder if this means also for the garrisons. Gain access to Sylvanian Crossmen, Public Order +5 all provinces, and then access to the handgunners. This looks very strong. Public Order replenishment. And I think if you play a long enough campaign, you can unlock all of it. We're gonna have to do this one day, sooner or later. Once the nobles of the Empire nightly orders the Blood Dragons, a ferocious force of battle with a bond far stronger than any living knights. So weapon strength for cavalry units, plus 100 for all units, unit experience. And immune to untamed attrition all armies. Blood Dragon of Forbidden Dark Cards. Gifts. You can have some pretty powerful Blood Knights in Ghost army with that poison. The Necrarch. So this one is a Master Infiltrator, Puppet Master, Military Commander, Supreme Wizard. Tainted and foul, the Necrarch's physical corruption is transmuted into supreme magical power as soon as they enter the ranks of the undead. A research rate plus 25%. Means of magic starting amount plus 20% all armies. And upkeep minus 10% for all units. This is ridiculous. These bonuses are the way to go early for sure. Vampires are masters of magic. How powerful are the vampires? And probably these guys, how I imagine, you know, somebody who talks a lot of stuff about the Lord Muslim Moody should be. I've seen the Greater Conduit, the Greater Arcane Conduit, and this guy looks ridiculous. The vampires are masters of magic. These Necrarchs guys are even crazier. And Strigoi, Bestial Juggernaut. Because he's on a terror guy, a lot of health. Vengeful monstrosities who dwell among cemetery graves. The broken mind in Strigoi embrace the primal force buried deep in us all. Ambush success chance 10% all armies. +5 corruption all provinces. Public order minus 6% penalty due to presence or lack of corruption all provinces. I guess if you want to expand fast. And they don't mind the lack of corruption to some extent. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for Necrarch. What was the changes in technology? I have seen a little, because I was falling asleep, so I didn't really see all. I noticed that they removed the leadership from the Graveguard and the Black Knights by no longer classify these as skeletal units, but these early game units. The Graveguard and the Black Knights will have 5 less leadership. So more buffs for zombies and skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen early. Technology is very important to the vampires. Getting this growth and income from cities. They have impressive infrastructure, powerful economy, and vampiric corruption is one of the best things about vampires. You have to spread the corruption. Getting technologies is very powerful for this faction, so the research is critical. More Winds of Magic power, starting amount. Like I said, vampires are masters of magic, and minus 10% up for all units. This is like a perfect combination for the vampires, to make them even enhance them. Well, let me show you something here. This upkeep here is 96, and their upkeep is 87. So you're currently paying 110% upkeep for this unit. What are we at war with? Artois. Not at war with Karak, interesting. So the Mountain Dwarves just mind their own business. Yeah, non-aggression with Mucilon. Non-aggression Vampire Counts. It's actually nice to start with these things.
Thou darest, fellow beatless hearts. It is... Why do come? What can we help you with this? Anad?
The dwarves are at war with Baston, so it's solid. Minus 50 aversion.
Armored in faith.
Most of these guys have
Yes.
an enemy somewhere.
Yes.
Ready.
The Empire.
I hear ya.
Okay, all good. On legendary, you have extra upkeep. Extra upkeep.
Darkness comes.
Did they change anything here? Don't look like they did. Kemmerer can summon a powerful hero in battle. Does have 3 items. He starts with the Lord of the Scourge. This gives him some 5 replenishment. Now this stuff would actually be okay if the Raised Dead would actually come with some experience. Nothing really new here, it's pretty much the same. Not any of the skills here, such as Summon Krell, which is really good by itself. He does have a mount now, using 20 armor. Barded Nightmare. Will definitely not disappear in 3 hits now. Okay, I guess we fight the peasants here. We can recruit Skeleton, Spearmen and Fell Bats right now.
They will all pay.
Will all pay. Corruption situation here. Oh, they made the local populace vampires, nice. No, I've seen Kemmer get killed in 4 hits, Shit Wizard. I think it was by Karl Franz. Got like a huge chunk of health in first hit. $20 growth right now. And the Grungzind, Karak are controlled by other ones. This is actually a great province. That's a great for the undead, because they don't really get access to much trade partners. But for anybody else, marble, iron, and dice.
Spread the rot.
Let's go take. If we have a unit of Hex Raids, Hex is pretty good. What's the military presence 3? So it's a small force there. This is Baston. This is the other one. this move here would be 21%, this move here would be 37. I'm considering to get all the race dead here. It does have +2 on local. He's not in his starting province. Yeah.
It is night.
I think should be enough movement here.
Let us wander this way.
Yeah, it's perfect. These are 3 different provinces. So we can raise that here. We can get a necromancer. Necromancers in the battle are more like batteries than any actual anything else. Lord Keeper is okay.
I will not betray you.
Yeah. Scouting is nice to get into the army.
More mausoleums to defile.
Now we can travel here.
Onwards.
Raise that here. And we can attack this.
Obliterate.
If I attack a settlement, we can fight in battle map. What happened? Who? Somebody backseated? You move camera to Blackstone, you can recruit rank 4 necromancers right away. I don't need to tell things like this, you know, it's quite obvious from the start. When you see him not in his own province and we complain about hero recruitment rank bonuses.
Serve me.
Poor peasants, huh? We have rules regarding how to resolve. I don't know how to resolve the first battle, unless it's a troll. Let's disrupt their archers while we're moving forward. These guys have no leadership. Actually, there was a better range in that one. These units are ethereal, so they're very hard to kill. Mass terror is happening. So it's a chain route when units start out getting afraid like this. We shown it with the 3 Chaos armies yesterday as well. Yeah. I guess we'll take Artois first. $109 dark magic from these peasants. By recruiting these units, we increase our military strength. People think twice before they declare war. A treasurer. More money from the vampire creeps, and the vampire keeps 8%. AFK heroes.
Do you take me for a churl?
You're a I don't know how to say it, but you're dead.
I am a lord
Yes.
of Bretonnia. Never.
Yeah. Look at the vampires, 160 base income on the building, 240 and 320. That's a lot of money, but those buildings also cost a lot of money. Vampires have expensive infrastructure, but they also get a lot of money on it as well.
Spread the rot.
Yeah.
Let us make doom. Find me grave.
I think should be exactly enough movement here next turn.
What?
I think should be exactly enough.
They will all pay.
They will all pay. Either is dead.
Who shall we destroy?
Necromancer will make his move as well. This place could get attacked, but it still has the walls there. Definitely keep this text. Grow this other equation here, just get his force here. We'll get his money back. Yeah. Hotkeys 1. Growth, income from operation buildings, income from cities 15% growth. This income from cities 15% is actually quite a bit, as they get a lot of income from their cities. Like I said, 320 here. That's 50% from technology. There are other factors as well for that. Provincial capital is 480. So we'll start with the Lockman Book of Blood. This is also not a better start here. Look at this, 5 turns instead of this here. Two turns, 5 turns. Interesting. This one is only 2 turns. It's not all the same. 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns, 5 turns. This one takes longer. Leadership for zombies, skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen, and then melee attack and defense for zombies, skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen. That's 5 turns. This 5 turns is really solid as well. So 2 technologies for 5 turns. This would take 11 turns. What does this say here? 4 settlements, and we need to get 2 technologies. Let's get the raise newly dead. It's a nice bonus, extra leadership, more health for our units, and more attack and defense on the zombies and skeleton warriors, skeleton spearmen. Then we can go for the growth income and the vampiric corruption. We already seen this text.
Darkness come.
I ain't got time for dead things to start yabbering at me. You lot should all be in the ground.
I don't think I've heard this before.
Go on then.
Grave times.
One thing you should know about the undead, the vampiric corruption increases replenishment leadership. So the higher it is in the area, the more replenishment leadership your armies will have. Yeah, these guys, I guess, gonna go for Mournford. They might ignore us here, so we still have time to build the ghost fence. We'll go for the castle artwork there. 13 units, yeah, that's fine. Let's see if somebody declares war here. He might even flee the city, considering our large army already. I just hope we can besiege it on 1 turn. Should be exactly enough from Gisru to Castle Artois. Maybe we're gonna lack like a few percent. Northern declare war on Marienburg. I think I've seen Southernburg there on the list. Raxifling go attack Montfort, and they raise it. Yeah. Stay in their castle. They have no money to recruit. Torgon also declare war on Paragon on turn 1.
Ready.
Yeah, perfect.
Your wish, master.
I need more minions.
So we'll attack Castle Artois. There's a lot of resources in this area.
Now they die.
A lot. Thank God we can build a ram in 1 turn. Oh man, I was worried about we can build it in 1 turn. Imagine wasting a whole turn there here.
More mausoleums to defile. Strike out.
This territory is highly corrupted. They have a vampiric corruption now on the main slot here, which is nice. +1. Makes things go faster.
I will not betray you.
Yeah. Looks like there's gonna be some rebellions here. Rebellions are a normal thing for the vampires, because you know they are oppressors. They move into the province, and the corruption is a problem at first. So they oppress until they get the dominance of the territory. They're represented well with a couple of rebellions. I like their emblem. With our army sheet wizard, we should be able to build a set of siege towers, but this system is very broken. Oh wow! Holy shit! Bretonnians are not messing around. Right-click that shit before it spreads. Well played, Lewin. Well played. You are supposed to have towers down to 1 turn if you have enough units. But the game is glitchy regarding the labor force. Labor force needs to be reworked. You should be able to build any equipment in one turn each, even multiple in one turn. Within the 3 turns, you should have like full set of siege on this element.
This night.
Scouting is an important ability on the army from the wizards. Usually wizards that increase the chance of finding magic items.
Agreed. War it is. Destroy them.
This labor force and the labor force pattern, this shit needs to go away. They need to do something about it. Campaign skill to get a siege equipment. It's like it's almost never worth it to build siege towers, and it's cool to have some siege towers. It's strong to have siege towers in siege, but really unnecessary. If I were to build 2 siege towers, would take 3 turns. In that time, they can come with a force or harass your army. And look at the amount of infantry here. This army should be able to build a siege tower every turn. This is I say this is bugged, because I have seen multiple cities where same army had like 5 points, then 8 points, and then 10 points. At least they need to explain it how exactly this is generated, because this tells you shit. So it's probably just bugged. Is it me, or these zombies don't have the expendable mark? What the fuck? They changed the regular zombies? The zombies have a healing. Wow, that's nice. The Revenant's dead. That's a nice change. Nice change. It's camera item. I have not seen any followers there. I missed it. I don't think it went into the inventory. That would be actually cool on all the zombies.
I am the Lich Master.
Okay, Cookies is our first necromancer. We do have Master dead. Don't you guys just love it? New campaign, potential struggle, failures. It's not like that we fail, but you know, it can happen. Zombies, skeleton warrior, skeleton spearman. Hey Wes. 31 speed here now. So it's 4 attack versus 8 melee defense and 2 weapon strength. I'm just checking, you know, you never know what they change. 26, 18, 6, 13. Hey, those guys there. We do have 2 characters, and we can get 2 leadership aura. The hero gives +8, the lord gives +3. I'm not even sure why the hero gives more on the starters. Makes the Lord weaker until you get the first battle skill. I never know. There's so many of these things that you never know what actually is supposed to work like that or what isn't. It's all, features.
Legions to me!
We can ignore this. Wipe them out! You'll do it, Mr. Voice. Oh, it's actually +3 on this guy. And some guys have +8.
I am back.
He's like nearly nothing.
At once. Fear the truth.
We don't really care much about the casualties here, to be honest.
I run.
Why do arrows do so much damage to Skellies? Because they forgot to give them missile resistance. They didn't use the logic. But I agree, the skeletons should get missile resistance, like 20 missile resistance. Hopefully it one day will happen, but unless you start crying about it on Reddit, it will never happen. Blue looks nice. Don't tell me the cavalry will break those doors faster. It glitched. Jesus. Oh, guys, they can move. Don't you dare break that. That door better be down before that cavalry gets in.
Master of death. Darkest magic to me.
No way they'll break door before the ram.
Their time has come.
We're all good here. We can cast invocation and the wind is on the wall. It's a balance thing. Oh my god! Look at this, they broke the door before the ram. What the fuck, we have the ram in the first place in this game. These units are fast, so we're just gonna go through. They did it.
Fight, lads! It's the only way!
Yeah, the walls are getting overrun. Peasants can't do really much against the undead. Those guys that get stuck here, they get instantly deleted because the pet finding. Personally tested. Yeah. The blue looks really cool. I like, when you get a new color scheme for the new faction.
We fight as real companions!
Some necromancer inside as well. This is the Lord. The world could cause definitely some harm. Wait for him to get a little tired. This unit has 77 leadership, huh? We do have anti-large here. And I don't really mind if these guys take damage. The Lord, on the other hand, this is gonna be trouble here. We might actually pin it somehow here. Maybe we can get in. Yeah. To send a spearman to pin them. Leadership is on the way.
Now!
The wolves will not survive, they have very low leadership. The moment they counter-attack, they start dying, so we don't want them to disintegrate. X-rays can still hold if the spearmen arrive. These guys are okay to fight the Lord there. Let's send this guy here. Get the Krell on the Lord. Send them here. Move out the Hex Raids.
Yes, awake, minions!
Hex Raids here. And wolves. Leadership is here.
Will join us.
Kill everybody. You see how they're flashing? That's the sign that they're actually gonna get affected by the spell you're casting.
Serve my will, necromancer.
Come on, guys! I wanna see Krell. Don't break yet. I captured the center, right? I totally forgot about it. Okay, next time. They almost had us. I mean, this is just regular peasants. They die to skeletons and zombies. And we had a unit of Cairn Wraiths and Hex Wraiths, so they can do anything here. They're too fast to move around the city. These guys can't keep up. Lightning Scales is really solid. We're going to loot and occupy, so get the rebellion faster. Because we have to deal with the rebels anyways, while the corruption is spreading. We do get +2 corruption, so they made things easier spreading corruption. This is a great change. I don't know why they didn't do this sooner. Having 1 corruption here definitely makes things more convenient.
Spread the rot.
Raven is dead. As the undead rip apart their victims, they feast on the organs that spill forth, regaining strength in the process. Passive ability Raven is dead for the whole army. The Lord's army. But it only works for zombies. Not even the dire wolves. Not even the dire wolves feels bad, man. Yeah. The leadership is our health, pretty much, so the Dark Pact is huge value. But spells are also huge value as well. There's a lot of really good stuff here. The Dark Pact here, I'm gonna have to wait a little, but we can level the Necromancer for magic first. Dark Pact is too strong to avoid. The leadership for the undead acts almost like health. We avoid crumbling, disintegrating ahead of time, or so you prevent it from happening in some cases. Dark Pact and then Eternal Bastion, I think. We can get spells here. Plus 15 leadership on a unit that has a base of... let me tell you the base here, but it should be what? 6, 40,
Let us make
35, 30, it's actually 30. So, plus 15 is a big deal. The military presence here, 10.
I need more minions. You dare.
I dare! Rebellion in 2 turns. Don't need ancient armory for that. Because this building is kinda useless. Let's get the ghost fence here.
What?
Can we trade with these guys now?
Greetings, brothers. What does my bloodline require?
There is a border here. You see the border here? But we can't trade. This is an income of 160, so this is worth repairing. 3 turns, 80.
It is not.
This guy can get beaten by Marienburg in the next attack.
They will all pay. Find me grave bounds. Let us make doom.
181.
Now.
Oh no.
Darkness comes.
Stay in the city.
Yes.
Yeah, what do we have here? Growth and appearing corruption. It's +1 per region. Pretty good one. They have really solid commandments. I built the first here because they also generate 100 dark magic. We'll see what happens here, but the Bretonnians are vulnerable.
Valiant.
They're taking losses fighting this. I think they are at war with Marienburg. Start with war with Marienburg.
King Lewin,
Yeah. Marienburg, Norska, Scaling, and the Skull Smashers. Great power, only -5.
Tomb rot.
It's gonna take some time to tier 3, I think.
For the wisdom of
These guys are recruiting more.
I hope.
This region was is quite nice, but the Artois, the enemies, kinda need to ignore it right now. I'm gonna get a Necrarch.
I need more minions.
The bonuses enhance the already powerful qualities of the vampires. So this. We need to definitely get some quality units. The first step to quality is Dark Pact, so at least we're strong in attack. Hey Kari, it's actually very important building. I just wait for the next turn. I haven't seen you there. Hey nerd! Yoo-hoo! How would I describe the starting location for Kembler? In the center. In the center of things. So, the unique building here, quite potent. Tier 2 landmark. And the on tier 4 is pretty much double some of this stuff. And also has the Mortis Ancient, early Mortis Ancient recruit. Yeah, we did check. These bonuses are going to add a lot of things already on top of powerful vampire counts. Kemner starts in this area. He even has a quest going there from before. What the hell? Those guys just zoom, click, click. What the hell?
Ready.
You guys seen that shit?
Sigma's will.
What is up with Bretonnia? It's just like... They chill. Look at this. I've seen some. They have a suitable climate mountain and plus 30 with chaos. Necromancer is that thing. Necromancer. So early necromancers.
Let us make doom. Find me grave hounds. I need more minions.
This definitely changes things early.
They will all pay.
Unfilled trebuchet, 2 Knights of the Realm, 2 Mount Yemen, 2 Men at Arms, 1 Spearman at Arms, 4 Peasant Bowmen.
This is Bretonnia. I am its king. For the lady's sake, state your demand, so I can reject them.
So you can also ignore him. How many turns would they require to get this technology? $15. This definitely changes the usual situation. I mean, for this faction, it's unique because you have a much weaker starting position than the vampire counts. But I think we should go for this, since we open with these two.
Spread the rot.
Still have to deal with them here.
Honor before glory.
But it's definitely okay to get an enemy there.
My axe thirsts for war.
Let us make doom.
For the wisdom of the land.
Wars could also pose a problem here. 2 turns for walls here, but a tier 2 is not nothing they can handle. Without this one here, we don't have the growth here.
Find me great.
So right now we have no enemies, and we could go attack Bretonnia. This one's gonna take some time to grow, and we do get rebellion here. It feels like a little bit rushed. We could also just wait for this. I do like that idea more. The 10 extra armor on top of this will make these early units quite good. And take the other things later. This will be 15. We do need more of these blood kisses.
I need more minions.
There's a target here, here, even maybe here. The Bretonians do recover in a couple of turns.
Grave times.
Getting a lore costs 700 right now to get Grunzind. Undead immune to psychology. This one is cheaper. This one is even more cheaper. For 39.
Darkness comes. Yes, empty the tombs.
They
Will not make a move here. 40 growth. Doesn't give the extra growth. Returns. It's gonna get too long if we don't get this.
Yes. Move. Death calls.
Going to the city rebellion is let's just stay here.
Rot.
And we'll try to get Grooks in here. I think they'll just move to take it. But you never know. Grungzid will be quite nice. They're still at war with multiple factions. Yeah, it's a very aggressive expansion by Bretonnia. Almost makes me want to attack Marienburg. This one was not safe, because they would have force marched. They might have recruited units at that turn. It was a gamble. Because we cannot attack it immediately, we have to wait for siege equipment. Unless the sheer thing was definitely not worth the risk.
By the light of the lady.
Bats and wolves gather. To rot.
Strength of Bretonnia right now.
I am the blood
They
of
are
sheep.
quite weak.
Across the map.
We are nothing special ourselves, but they are very weak in this area.
Come then, messenger. Spit out your words, so I can be done with them.
These dwarves might declare war in a moment too.
Everything dies. Follow me.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
March!
Yeah, this will be enough to handle the rebels, I think. Might be enough to handle the rebels.
Bring it all to me. Find me charnel pits.
Grave times.
Definitely tighten money here. This is 2000. Change my mind about that.
You dare.
It's a bit too early to have this many forces. Might not have that guy in range, and that'll be awkward. Just put a drain on our treasury. Looks like Lewin went straight back to Coron. I do hope we have this this movement here. Otherwise, this might have been a waste here. Yes, Onyx. Oh, we got our raise newly dead. Attack in defense with the zombies, skilled warriors, skilled spearman units.
I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say. By all means.
You can demand money from them.
Don't stand there like some startled sheep.
This Musilon gives the one to our demands. Now look at this, the bill dies there. Bretonnians don't seem to have any money there.
This is impudence.
Really?
Spirits agree.
You're overruled.
Oh, that sucks.
They will serve.
I am Prince and Emperor.
It was a bit of a waste since we can't reach that. Hope they would spawn here.
Let us make do.
Never.
Darkness comes.
This is Bretonnia. I am its king. For the lady's sake.
I need more minions. They will all pay. Commit, minions, commit.
Thank God we have 8 points.
Destruction. Now they die. Kill them, raise them.
Okay. But having this guy in range is really sucks.
You dare.
Test me at your peril.
So they'll besiege Artois there.
Bring me
Next turn is gonna have like 14 units.
darkness comes.
Oh man, this is really awkward. Really awkward there.
Yes, you will be rewarded.
We'll ignore the province.
Necropolis awaits.
I'll have your soul.
We take both next turn. We'll ignore this for now. Can we besiege next turn, so this is not gonna be happening.
You dare.
We have number against them. Anybody declaring war on us right now will make things quite difficult. Cookies was wounded by a damsel. Ooh, this is good. Instead of he staying there recruiting, he's gonna reinforce the Grungsint. We abandoned Castle Artois for now. It's very tight spot here. Till we get the technology for free skeletons, we have to do what we can to increase our military strength.
Everything dies.
Who's gonna be this necromancer here? You know, I can't name this necromancer shit wizard cause he will disown me. I will get ruined. So he's Roman, Scotty. There's Geno. You have this necromancer is now probably not going to play a major role, but you never know. We'll get this one, Rubio Nubio. We'll stick the list for the other characters. Never know, maybe we get extra stuff. I don't think this guy will leave or get anywhere, but you never know.
This can never come to pass.
Mr. Absolute, you are a regular necromancer.
Darkness comes.
Yeah. We can't out-resolve this. The damage is gonna be a little bit silly. Getting regular necromancers in this campaign is pretty much flavor. Flavor for this faction. The mass necromancers are really weak lords compared to the other ones. So they're never your first pick. But they're cheap. They're cheap, so there is some incentive there due to free upkeep on zombies and skeletons eventually.
And decay.
Ram. You know what I think about this ram? Put in the corner here so we don't even see it. My guys will rush that gate so fast and break it so fast that the ram won't even matter.
Heinrich Kemmler. Lichmaster. Heinrich Kemmler. Heinrich Kemmler. Heinrich Kemmler.
We'll see. We'll see. It's too early to say anything. There have definitely been some changes with this. The early technology seems to be much different than before because of the potentially free skeletons, and the numbers are very important. This faction is not a strong spot like Vampire Counts, so getting those free skeletons might be critical. Unit solid on the walk is a 16 models. Climb fast. Guys closer.
I am back.
What's the necromancy? He's not gonna bring this bell. to rush that center there.
See my sepulchral art.
Taste my axe.
Do it, guys. Let's go.
I am Kemper. Death magic.
Tremble before me. Kill.
Very spooky guys here. Even the peasants will fight on the wall. It's cowards.
I am the Lich Master.
Blood.
It does have terror, so it's pretty nice. Where these guys go? Oh, here. Get me up here.
Kill. Taste my axe. Bleed them. Lord of Undeath.
Of course those guys came back to harass my dogs.
Quiet, Skullstar. I know what I do.
I should have been on the wall already. Can raise a slowly cleaning stuff here. I'm losing leadership. Should be terror in this area now. We have like 3 terror units. 3? Yeah, 3. From experience, Conja, from experience. Depending what type of treachery is, from experience you can guesstimate. Oh my god! You see that shit? Holy shit! Spectral Hawk, taking Twitch Prime. I haven't taken much damage here, which is good. Hold and occupy here. That's when you're about to commit treachery, tells you.
I need more minions.
I relish the opportunity.
Oh man, that's Lewin inside.
No, I am the lion.
It's Lewin inside. Well, this is not really much new. Just they just moved him with a couple of changes.
Darkness comes.
dare. They will serve. Obliterate!
This is what survived from his army.
Destruction!
And there is... ooh, there's actually more units here. It was not just Lewin.
Bring me zombie fodder.
Ready. Grave.
Necromancers haven't been human in this game.
It will be a mass grave.
This can never come to pass. By all that I hold dear, no.
Kill them!
This full
Praise
strength is full
them.
strength here. It's very hard to beat Lewin here, and he has the artillery plus the cavalry. Knights of the Realm is gonna be pain in the ass to deal up by themselves.
Unleash undeath.
They might just pull out stuff out of Coron to take this down.
Bring war.
Much about that mass grave.
Drag them to our necrotic embrace.
Let me just think about this for a second. That battlefield very open. No, I don't think we have the leadership for this battle. Gonna be like around 42. Lewin is on a horse, so he can just target the necromancer. If we just beelines for our lord, our army will just shatter. This is just one of those examples where you lose because your lord dies. Lewin would win that battle by himself? No, he couldn't. He will get exhausted after 2 units, and the rest of them will just bring him down. Does not have regeneration yet. He's on a horse, so the skeleton sprint do a lot of damage for a low unit. Two spearmen alone could nearly kill him. But getting there is the issue. Well, they have 12 units in that other settlement.
Destroy them.
Which makes it a problem. They did recruit here 12 or 13 units. I care for a follow-up, because they then besiege Marienburg.
Make them suffer.
Let them focus on this first.
You dare.
If they don't move to help, we have him. If they move to help, we have them as well, I think. This might be a full army by then.
Find me grave bound.
This is ill-considered.
Yeah, let them decide this.
Destruction.
Let them decide this. I'm a little worried they're gonna march in here with 15 plus units. We might have a good retreat. They moved Lewin here, but they had another force, so they have military. They've been recruiting while Lewin is doing Chuck Norris moves. Lewin is selling out now. Now he has vigor. That's a bad retreat. Oh man, that's a bad retreat. But they're not making a move, so it went our way anyways. They made a move here, we diminished them, and then Kemmler finishes both. So it was in our favor either way. The Bell might be winnable if they ignore the Necromancer, but they are not going to ignore the Necromancer. Lewin would go for the Necromancer, and the Pegasus Knights would go for the Necromancer. And then you lose. There's a good chance of that happening, so it's not smart to fight there. What the hell? Witch Hunter incursion in Gisseru, the Holy Order of the Silver Hammer. Those witch hunters have been sighted in our lands. Be wary of these silver-wielding mortals, for they are Volkmar's puppets. I have not seen this before.
Test me at your peril.
So, what do they have here?
Breathe their life force.
So they didn't build up the big force here.
Darkness comes.
Not in this world.
Maybe she didn't go into the army. Look at us with rank 83. No longer have zombies have much value in diplomacy.
Yes, I'll have you speak now. Praise your gods. I like what you say.
These guys looks like they've lost the battle and now they're exposed to all kind of diplomacy. These guys get defeated early, that'll be interesting to see.
Very good.
They lost the battle against Lioness. That was a bad RNG, I think. City's still hard to take. Looks like the Red Duke went poof and made him open to a military alliance. This is good, now we see what is going on here.
They will all pay. Do you take me for a churl?
You're a Charlie. How would you say it?
Let us make doom.
We only had enough that time. That would have been really nice. 438 in that unit.
It is night. Obliterate.
Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50.
Turn them to death.
Let's get the other guy here. So we have extra chance of getting items and some experience for the other army.
Now they die. Kill them. Raise them.
have artillery. Will this give a blood kiss? I think so, yeah. The multiple crystals are dead stacked now. Only one can be active at a time. Make sure to not cast the spell within under every 7 seconds. It will not even override the existing one on a low duration. We have to march here. Surround them from both sides. It's the mountains.
I am back, Heinrich Kemmler. Lichmaster! Whose orders?
You are in a deep doo-doo, friend. Where is the rest of your cavalry? He won against the Skull Smashers. Look at this. Drop on Kemmler.
Kill all! Breed slaughter!
He smashed the Skull Smashers and he taken down the Marienburg garrison. So it's perfect time to attack because he diminished.
See my sepulchral art! Ask the necromancer!
The Direwolves are expendable there. He's ignoring the spears here.
Death!
The knights are gonna kill the wolves. We just need those hex rates in good condition.
Heinrich Kemmler.
Pegasus Knights still haven't shed. Step in here. Yeah, they're broken there. Send Kemmler alone here, leave that group. Won't be able to fight against that. Every time we approach with spears, Lewin flees. This guy's not terrified, they're balls of steel. lost leadership. Well, the hex rates cleared up from the field. An old spearman there. Lewin is having a bad day here. Come on, Grail. No friendly fire here. He's trying to flee through the 3 units of skeletons. You're clearing the path for him, Grail. What the hell, man? Easy with the bloodlust. I know they're just worthless skeletons, but he's gonna flee. I think Krell hates everybody. We lost the dire wolves, but we still have another fast unit in the army, or skeletons for the army. Let me another blood kiss. Where's my water? And for the record, Cameron did not kiss Lewin. It was Krell. The Kingslayer. Yeah.
Let us make do.
Get him a horse.
I will not blight my soul.
Bats and wolves gather.
Who knows, maybe we have enough time to save Kessler to all. It's a shame they got a Vampire Lord.
Find me, grave hound.
There's rebellions everywhere. We need another skeleton key. We need another blood keys. Where is our where are cookies? 3 turns. I think they're gonna attack now.
You're overruled.
Yeah, we can't win that.
Cease.
Our Vampire Lord can kill most of that.
Darkness comes.
Our club is worth taking at some point, yeah, definitely. Will the castle auto burn this turn? No way they have build points with that army. What? They don't have the build points? Hell yeah!
Prestige grows,
Ching!
my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
I love when the things go your way. Castle Artois still stand. Well, we did get a dead movement the first time because it spawned on the other side, so it had to bound to go our way this time. Promising start, darkness grows and the dead walk across the mountain chain. The forces of order are troubled not just by vampires in Sylvania, but by the darkness that now shrouds the peaks of the Grey Mountains. Kemler's nascent realm must continue to fester or else the murderers will fight back, and all the Lich Master's work will be undone. That was a nice injection of dark magic. On the bones next, 10 turns until we get some nice numbers. Reach rank 12 with the following card: High Camber. Win 8 battles, but 6 element. Reach 6 technologies. 1 quest chain and 20% corruption in Forest of Arden and Baston. You're supposed to take Castle Artois and then Baston with Karak Ziflin down. The game just go here and this area. Yeah. In a way they're telling you, how they actually had envisioned this.
Spawn of Musilon.
Spawn of Musilon.
You dare. Necropolis awaits. All die.
50-50, huh? This guy is gonna be a problem, man. Why did they have to get a Vampire Lord? Why not a Master Necromancer? It had to be a Vampire Lord. At least they don't start with hunger. Tired them with zombies.
Ready to bring death.
Better to tire them with zombies and the spearmen. They have extra defense, the spearmen.
I move swiftly. At once.
You pretend you're one of them zombies here, okay? They all look like a zombies almost.
Mortals will perish.
How the hell we kill those bats? They're definitely gonna be moving around. This guy is not joke to defeat. He can kill hundreds easy. We should have enough to defeat this. have 60 juice.
Poggers.
Hey, copy Max. Thanks a bit. You can make the whole army move at the same pace, by the way, if you put them in the group. So our plan is to tire them out with zombies and skeleton spearmen, and the skeleton warriors finish them off. We cannot defeat the vampire lord in battle, so we're gonna have to make him crumble by defeating his army. Alright, let's go here. Two with Macabre should be able to handle one of them. If he heals them, we have to start healing them as well. I don't want to heal the bats now. The leadership aura will favor the center. Go like here.
Swiftly.
Dance Macabre should defeat him. Bats have a low attack but solid defense. With Dance Macabre, these guys will go down faster. He killed all the 15 guys! I didn't even see him swing a sword! What the hell? He just looked at them and killed 15. Come on, bats.
Master Necromancer.
6. This was like 4. These guys get tired.
Watch. I move swiftly.
Yeah, one of the bats are down. It's good. That was an easy bat kill. Easy bat kill. Need the Dance Macabre. We'll actually overwhelm the zombies with bats. I think the rest of those bats. They're getting jibbeted into the ground.
Dark Hex.
Yeah, their army is getting tired on our zombies. Our speed and bell taking damage. The guy only had 50 kills. I mean, look at this shit. He swings a sword, 10 guys get killed. Look at that. Must be nice having those stats on level 1. Get rid of those bats. Now we'll go one unit at a time. Guys just crumbled.
Master Necromancer.
Let's go get rid of these zombies here. Those spearmen here. No rubber banding, boys. Leave that one to die. How we missed the flank there from behind. Because there's one bed there, everybody was going back. This one should disintegrate fast. There's the spearman here. We need to pin that lord.
Death will free them. At once.
I'll disintegrate any second. Any second now. Must be nice being the legendary AI. This would have been disintegrated like 10 seconds ago for a player. See this 3500 health, 3400 health, 3300 health, 3000 health, 2900, 2800. No, they're not disintegrating, they're just crumbling. 2500. Look at that shit. That's insane. 2000 health, 900 health, 1800 health. Oh, that goes 1800 health. You see that 1800 health went poof. That's why you need to increase the leadership on your undead units. So you have extra 1800 health, so it doesn't go poof. Leadership on the undead equals health. So you don't disintegrate or crumble when you can still fight longer. By increasing the leadership of undead, you increase their health. So they fight longer.
Hellish vigor!
Go harass the spearman. I have to guys tell you that I'm taking like ridiculous damage here, and I don't even see if we are winning right now. I can't even tell if we're winning. We do have extra stuff. Let me actually send one of these guys around. Those bets are slowly going down. Don't seem to be winning here right now. Center should be fine. You have enough skeleton warriors to defeat him. Army losses will win here.
Waters quail. Only an under.
Dance Macabre, Dance Macabre should be fine here. Your Necromancer is coming. It's not the Necromancer, that's the Garrison Commander. Since we sell it out, he's the Lord in this battle. Which is unfortunate.
What is it?
He has been killed, but you can see the blue circle has been minimized. He's been killed, but it does not cause the Lord loss.
I am master. Dark Hex.
Bets are from the Garrison. All these units are expandable. That's one beauty playing with the Vampire counts, especially early. Nearly everything is expandable. You have Raised Dead, and you do get the numbers on your side as well. I have to tell you guys that this is not going so well. How much did he heal here? Nothing. Holy shit, he did heal nothing. So he may be healing some critical pieces here.
Hellish vigor.
Still should be okay on our side here. Losing this would be pretty bad. These guys are not fighting much, so we'll try some flanking.
I hunger.
To wait for more power there. The Lord will become available again. We need to clear that middle. I think he's low on juice. This guy should be fine. This guy's not looking so good here.
Master Necromancer.
Hopefully this holds another minute. This flank should crumble this area. They're crumbling. This guy is debilitated.
Now is undeath.
Let's we can cast one more heal. It's gonna be better than one macabre, because it's the heal is one heal is gonna be. We can cast two macabres. Two macabres is gonna be better than one heal. Let's wait one more power. If I cast it now, will not get one more power. So better to wait until you have 8, so you can cast 2 guaranteed. Flanking those guys with one health dance macabre should be enough. 26 melee attack. Nearly 30 seconds. This is a really solid buff. Managing the winds of magic power reserve is very important. It can be a matter if you cast 2 extra spells in the game with the same amount of magic power. If you just wait for the reserve to go up. These guys should do okay here. The last one should go on the skeleton spearman.
Master Necromancer.
Let's get that leadership here.
At once.
Should be 3 leadership.
Yes. Swiftly.
This looks okay. Army losses might happen shortly. A lot of our units are crumbling here. They're all gonna be dead before that guy will give up.
Hellish vigor.
Beast lore, I think some of it's available through the bloodlines. Lewin, Lewin is a joke, man. Vampire Lord, that's some scary shit. Lewin is no wizard that can bring the dead. Come on, guys, clear this. They've been crumbling for minutes. Hey, we have no damage dealers, just a bunch of bodies to grind. Yeah, army losses are kicking in from the looks of it. And this, the disintegrating icon appears here. The units have lost, or the army losses are kicked in.
Ready to bring death. Now is on death.
As we are doing very low damage, he's stabilizing the leadership. I think he's still done.
Master Necromancer.
Army losses. Yeah. Master Necromancer 1, Vampire Lord 0. And this was what the hell? 10,800. That guy killed nearly 450. At least 20% on each side has disintegrated. The Vampire Lords earlier, no joke. Imagine this guy, the Vampire Lord, actually starts with hunger. How much more powerful the rebellions would be. We need the money. Dark magic. Oh, mission successful, should have told us.
Bring me flesh to craft. Shuffle this way. They will serve. Bats and wolves, gather.
Find me grave bound.
Okay. Next rebellion in 3 turns.
Spread the
There's an army of Bretonians there. We need 10 turns to get the Filer of the Ancient Barrows. They said they moved the Skeleton Spearmen to the cemetery, make them tier 1. I'm confused. Pretty much I remember I read that in the patch notes. Sure, I read it in the patch notes. It has to go tier 3, I think, for this one.
I need more minions.
Gonna be so many rebellions here.
They will all pay. The dead approve.
This guy's a rank 2, so I'll take them. As this guy has 1 point Lord of Scourge and Troll Master. Not even the Kemmer gets full skills and the scrappy skills. Right now it's looking okay, cause nobody else is deciding to join the battle. Yeah. But this can all change shortly. Hoping we get this before we have to go into any major engagements. I kinda need the tier 3 here. Tier 3 will unlock the ancient armory. Then we can recruit the Graveguard. Graveguard are a really solid unit in the early game.
Let us make doom.
The Bretonians might go around as well. We have Marienburg rebels there. Hopefully enough movement there. Been able to resolve. We need one more blood kiss and we can get a Necrarch. They do seem very powerful. Ooh, look at that, Marienburg went poof. Looks like they got sacked. Get Kingslayer to tier 2, we will build walls. How did Grizzly get giant spiders that feels more like a scavenging? They tamed them, I guess. The goblins tamed them.
Never!
You dare bring war.
I will not.
Might be ambushing on the border there. Look at this shit. Thank God we got a decisive victory.
Strike out.
Might be ambushing in the area, the Bretonnians.
What you ask is impossible.
You are a guest in my realm.
Spread the rot.
It's definitely building up. We've been losing corruption. Is it a runesmith?
I hope my axe thirsts for war.
How the hell they get a runesmith? Can be a runesmith there.
Aye, for the wisdom of Valea.
Losing corruption here.
Grave times. Across the map.
This place does make us okay income there. There's a necromancer. He got wounded. One more turn.
I relish the opportunity.
Soon I'll be all-powerful. Darkness comes.
Yes.
Empty the tombs.
One more blood case. It's not a rebellion here. This is like rebellion everywhere. No, we're going for this first before we get our corruption up. We're in three separate provinces here.
Find me, grave.
This army is hiding somewhere.
My lady will not allow it.
It's actually moved here. They're eyeballing the Kessler Tower. I do need the walls here. It's gonna take 5 turns to get extra garrison. This faction definitely has to go for the upkeep on the skeletons technology. Oh boy, Marienburg made peace with Bretonnia, which means one thing: we're about to get attacked by Marienburg probably as well. We can't spare 5 turns for that blood keys. We need the 3 skeletons fast. Another 20 minutes. 2 more turns. If we get tier 2 walls, we'll be able to handle the rebels without just the base rebels. Are they actually free on legendary? Well, we'll find out. But we're gonna get a ridiculous amount of money if it goes 100%. If this thing costs 10% base, and this, it's pretty much 2 full armies of skeletons, easy. And we need that. 31%. Cookies, would you be so kind and give us that? 31%. Come on, Cookies! Why? I need you! Not get fooled again! A rank 3 succeed on rank 5 and then a rank 5 fails on rank 4. Feels bad, man.
Darkness comes.
Never.
Another vampire lord.
I need more minions.
This is gonna take forever to get a tier 2. They're recruiting another army there.
I will not parley with
They're at
the
war
dead.
with Nordland.
Now, why do come? What?
Everything dies.
Honor before glory.
Definitely getting those rebellions up.
Bring me flesh to craft.
This is impudence.
I will not blight my soul.
There's a rebellion here next turn.
Let us make do.
Would have been nice getting that blood keys there. We would have gotten this 2 turns faster. Or is it 2 turns faster, yeah.
Can I help you?
Find me grave mounds. Death calls. It will be.
Let's stay here.
You dare.
March.
We'll see what happens with those guys.
Darkness comes.
We want to get this thing here. 9 turns. This place will burn before we get those 9 turns.
You dare.
Let's remove this, because it will get targeted. And having this will spawn stronger rebels. I'm still thinking the strong rebels can spawn here. They don't control the province.
They will serve.
These guys have got a nice buff here. You don't need to spend all these skill points anymore. Cameron shares a province with dwarves and greenskins. Can you imagine how much more difficult this would be if the Blackstone Post remained a minor settlement? She tried to block my army as well. If only Cookies wounded the damsel. This would have been so much easier here. Yeah, you have to have a base of a couple of provinces, then the osmosis from those provinces on the other provinces while you stabilize, and the corruption starts to kick in all around you. But you can't really do that without the technologies and tier 4 plus capitals. Osmosis starts to generate here quite nicely. And there is also technology, +2 of every province and +1 adjacent provinces, so it's all add up. But right now it's we have other priorities.
Everything dies.
You dishonor me.
It's a lot of horses.
Sigma forbids this.
World domination is ours. Move.
A black cat.
Spread the rot.
Got Dark Pact for deadly extra leadership, it's a big deal.
Yes, the time is right. Don't rush me.
I have to deal with those Bretonnians.
I need more minions.
Do we even merge this? Let's keep it as this.
Bats and wolves, gather. Soon I'll be all-powerful.
It's a lot of undead.
I must keep my holy vow. No!
Extra rebellion is in 2 turns, nothing we can do about it. We're gonna lose this city. We can just go around until we get more forces.
Darkness comes.
No, if we get this, we can fight off the rebels. Right now, there's like no corruption here, so the rebels will eventually overwhelm the city, and nothing you can do about it. As the rebellion will spawn inside the rebellion, and your garrison will have no time to replenish. Hey, Combat Bunny, thanks for the host. I love the Vampire Pirates, and the Bloodlines seems very powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. That's definitely a little more fun stuff to the Vampire counts. We already had a lot going for them.
Bring me flesh to craft. Yes, you will be rewarded.
Do you take
They
me
might
for a
attack
child?
immediately here. We're gonna be careful with this treasury right now. It can go so fast. We're going to need the money. This costs 4,000. And the ancient armor is another 4,000.
Yes.
They will serve. You're overruled.
I am a lord of Bretonnia.
I
Never.
just can probably get 2 armies like this. So if you feel like this campaign, you must go for this. Start here. I'm honestly surprised the Bretonnians haven't paid somebody to join the war.
This action does not have my consent.
The Empire could attack us any turn now as well. I seriously need those Graveguard. Graveguard is gonna be critical to survive in this area. Now we lose Kessler toward this turn and then we lose 2000 dark magic with it because we didn't upgrade that building. She keeps trying to sabotage. Bretonians did not leave the siege. They didn't see one of the armies. And they got Lewin back. It's definitely a interesting start here. But we'll kick in once we get the free skeletons and the Graveguard. Hopefully before the Empire declares war. But we're gonna have to save it here, boys, because this is definitely another 30 minutes of battling here. We will attack the rebels and then Lewin with both our armies. Plan is to get the free skeletons and the Graveguard and then expand safely. We might even have 3 armies if we get the free stuff. We continue tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Seas of blood.
Just save the game here.